Gonna do a quick little test drive on the BKR5000. These bumblebee colored, the yellow ones I think are really sharp looking. So I got a couple set up here, and I'm gonna go through some of the functions real quick on how these buttons are set up on this this radio for this customer. So first off, we have the scan button on the side, and that is E-scan, which is the best way to scan, because when you have E-scan, whatever channel you select with the knob is the priority channel. So that's the scan on. Normally it'd be on. If you want to just focus on one channel, you turn that off. Ideally, you're going to want to build a command group. So the way to do that is, I'm in a command group, and I'm getting a little squelch. So I'm going to change gears real quick, and I'm going to find squelch. There it is. And I'm just going to adjust it down on this selected zone. Over here to the right, 3 clicks is about where I recommend it if you're out in the sticks. If you're in the big city or have a whole bunch of electronics in your environment that's causing interference, you may need to go back down like 1 or 2 clicks. So that just adjusted that zone that I'm in. So you got your push to talk. We got these other side. Let's just go through the buttons first. You have the other buttons. This is a monitor button. If you see, there's a little speaker that shows up. If you have a green light and you don't hear anything, you push that button, you'll hear whatever the green LED, the receive LED has, whether it be interference or co-channel or somebody with the wrong tone or no tone. You may want to talk to them, and if you do that, there's a good chance you'll be able to communicate with the person that you see a light, but a receive signal and a green LED. Okay, so the next one down is your dim. And I don't like auto. Auto tends to change right when I want it not to. So normally I set bright. And once you set that, it's going to remember that setting. Now on some of these I have it so the display will go out after a certain amount of time. Like this one here is on. But I kind of lose confidence that it's on. So I'm going to just touch a button. And it is, in fact, working. Look at the display difference between the Command 150 and the BKR. No comparison. My old eyes don't do well with that screen. So we'll keep going through the buttons here. On top, we got talk around on the side here. Talk around on means you're talking on the output of the repeater. On this channel, it doesn't matter. It's a simplex channel. Talk around off, if you're using repeaters, then you're going to access the repeater. So towards you. I've heard stories with some guys, the way they wear these, that this rubber kind of hangs out enough to where when they're taking it, moving it around in their pouch or whatever, sometimes that switches. So I've actually had some guys take a razor and just cut a little tiny bit of that off to avoid that problem. Your volume, your ABCD. Now that's a neat feature on these radios. We have them set up as command zones, so you can put whatever you want in them. Zone D, I have this guy's business channel in there, just the one channel, just to give him something to start with. It's a secure channel that he has. So it's actually got encryption, the little red slash with the line through it. And so when I key up, check. The other one's receive. Plus I have GPS turned on. So you can see it's saying I'm 5 meters and to the north. Now if I move to the other side, it's gonna correct. There we go, north-northwest. I've got it over here. So that's kind of neat. You can see how far away your partner is. The encryption's kind of cool. These are MERS channels, which are legal, unlicensed channels. All right, continuing on. I've got the orange button set as a home channel or a toggle. A lot of the old-time firefighters, they love to have what they called a priority toggle, which it wasn't that at all. It was just used to change channels to a user settable channel. And on this, I have home channel, and by default, I have that set to the air guard if there's an aircraft emergency. They could push that button. Now, they could change that. Let's say he wants it on this channel. And so I push and hold it. And now it's on that channel. So I can go back to where I was and to this new, the new channel I just set. I'm going to set this back to this. If there's an emergency, this is the emergency channel that that firefighters would use if there's aircraft. And here we got that noise again. And it's just radio only that is picking up that noise. These are brand new radios. So let's go back over here to D and continue on. So we got the top, the side. Oh, one other thing on the side button with the display. On these, I have the display dim or bright or auto. If you press and hold that, it'll turn off the display to say battery. I don't know if you can see it, but the LCD is still on. So that gives me a little confidence. It's kind of hard to see that with the lighting I got going here. Anyway, it is on, and to return it back where it was, you just do a short press on the bottom, and then you're back in. A lot of guys, they want to build command groups. So I think I'm going to stop this and then restart it and build a command group.